Hi everyone, welcome to our Sagittarius reading for April 2021. I was going to say 2019. We don't need to repeat 2020 again. This is going to be for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, as always. I don't know what, I think a plane just flew over. I wanted to let that go by. This is also for those who are intuitively guided to the channel. Don't even know if you have Sagittarius in your chart. Don't worry about it. Somewhere, you know. But more about that is that your guides know that you're going to be here. Your guides nudge you here. So I love that more and more you trusting that also. All right. Let's go ahead and begin. We're going to start with our Mother Mary Oracle deck. We are bringing a new deck in for you. You'll be the first. Actually, I ordered 2 decks. And we're going to bring them in one at a time. Okay, but let's get Mother Mary first. Guys, remember, time is fluid. When you find a reading and it just clicks, just know that's when you're meant to hear it. Right? That's when you're ready to absorb it. Okay. We have blessings. Today, I count my blessings, small and large, and I notice the new gifts that come to me from God. Blessings. Beautiful. All right, we're going to start with our Tarot of Dreams, and then we're going to bring in a new deck. It's called the Light Seers Tarot. Quite a few of you recommended this deck, so we're going to see. I'm going to see how it is. I like the size. I like the feel so far. I've given them a really good shuffle. But I like to see the images when you see them. So they're very well shuffled, blessed, but yet to be learned. And I look forward to that. Okay. Let's start with our Tarot Dreams, though. Give them a couple shuffles. Remember, everything's already pre-shuffled. Okay, let's give them a cut. And let me get my feet on the ground. Let's bring this down a little bit. And let's begin. Alright, we start with the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is fast-moving energy, first of all. You know, I always look at knights as they're bringing something in for us. And this knight brings inspiration, brings passion, action, all that. You know, we are in Aries energy moving into Taurus energy, right? So talks about action, but, you know, maybe a well-laid plan at the same time. Knight of Wands can feel a little chaotic. So, let's see. We have the Three of Cups. First of all, the Knight of Wands is looking back at blessings. So, this Three of Cups tells me that this is an opportunity for you to celebrate something. I feel like in this energy, you know, some of you may read the Three of Cups as cheating type energy, and it can be, right? But what I'm feeling here, like all the masks are off. That means that this is authentic, right? These cups are authentic. We have, interesting, the Knight of Swords. If we want to look at these knights as people, Knight of Wands would be Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. Can also be of younger time, younger energy. But I feel like it's still always what the Knight is bringing to us. Okay. Well, we have the Three of Swords. Huh, interesting. And then we have the Two of Swords. You know, all these knights are looking back. And I feel like this is kind of giving me your point of view of like where you're at and why you're at what might be a crossroads right here. Why you would be there. Interesting that when I said about the Three of Cups that, you know, some people see it as cheating. But I did not. But yet, it's like the evidence looks like, you know, some type of news came your way, some type of communication, some type of text, some type of letter, something that ultimately caused you the Three of Swords. This could have been a breakup. This could have been someone acting impulsively. No doubt. You can certainly act impulsive in the Knight of Wands energy. You know, it can be an apology that's coming in also. Because then you move into the Two of Wands energy. So this is something that you're considering, right? You're considering something other than what is just right now. But there is a blindfold on. It means there's something that it's important for you to see before you make a decision. A lot of times I feel like the blindfold can be our own part in a situation. This could certainly mean that maybe I took someone back 3 times and here I am thinking about it again. Will the 4th time be any better? You know, I can't necessarily say no. It depends on that other person. It depends on you and, you know, what people have learned and then changed. Anyway, let's not forget there's a blessing here. We have, okay, the Five of Pentacles. So clearly, this is talking about your hand being forced. And then we have the King of Pentacles. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. You know, what I like is that he comes after all this energy. You know, and I feel like you here in the Two of Swords, what you're thinking is you're thinking about change. Maybe there is something that's happening up here with someone else. You know, and I don't know. I feel like whatever happens, clearly, it hurt. Clearly, there was pain involved with that, right? Right to the heart, right? To the heart, but then where does it move? To the mind. And Two Swords, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm in my head. So, nonetheless, we have the Five of Pentacles. So this talks about having to move forward. It's almost like you don't have a choice in the matter. The Five of Pentacles, though, talks about what's coming next, though. And that's the energy of what you find to be very helpful people. Soulmate type energy. Well, not type, soulmate energy. In different formats. You know what I mean? Like one may come for a second and another may come for a lifetime, that type of thing. Um, you know, I almost feel like she's holding out her wallet, you know, like wanting this king to fill it. Okay, well, let's keep going. Some of you, it may be this King of Pentacles that you're going to hear from. Well, we have the Two of Cups. Interesting. So there's that soulmate energy, right? Five of Pentacles tells us that. First of all, again, we have to go back to the Two of Wands. I need to rip that blindfold off. I need to see something. I need to be in awareness in today's energy. I need to be in the energy of moving forward, planning, that type of thing. Even if it requires some uncomfortable energy, right? Any kind of change can be hard, even if it's good for us. Now, I just have to say, it's like, so, you know, again, I'm kind of being forced forward, right? But it moves you to a certain energy. Also, one of the lessons that you learn within that energy moving forward, once you've had the time to like look back at it, maybe it's like at the 9, at the reflection point, I can now look back and see, if my hand wasn't forced here, I probably never would have made the changes, right, that ultimately bring me to the Two of Cups. Okay, and what do we have? Look at this. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So everything I just said, right? And that's kind of how destiny works, right? It moves you forward sometimes, even when you, you know, it's like divine knows when you need that moment out, right? That time out, that healing. And then divine knows also, even though you're carrying the pain, that it would do you no good to have too much time on your hands, so to speak. So the alternative is to move you forward, right? Move you forward with purpose. Now, I feel like anything that divine does, any seeds, like their illumination comes in time, why they came at a particular time. Like if you look back after you have the understanding, you can understand why seeds came, and then you can even start planting your new seeds from that wisdom. It's a big difference. Anyways, here's the Wheel. You know, it's almost like this Knight of Wands is coming in towards you, right? And that is, again, fast-moving energy. It can be passionate. It can be intense, right? However, it feels like the Knight of Wands is then met, like, with a wall. With a, don't move so fast. Slow down, you move too fast. Two swords underneath that, right? Like, someone's like, I'm not ready. You know, it doesn't feel good yet to move forward in this. So I feel like if that's you, certainly take the time, right? To the point where the blindfold just can come off. It's interesting because I feel in the Three of Cups again, like the masks are off. But clearly at one time they were there. Okay, let's keep going. We have the Death card. Card of Scorpio. We have the Empress. We have, look at this, the Palace of Pentacles. To me, the palace means the potential of where you find yourself, the atmosphere, right? What you're creating, what you have created. Sitting right next to the Empress, just as it should be. And interesting enough, so is the soulmate energy. So the Empress energy is very important here. You know, and don't take this the wrong way, but I feel like if I don't illuminate what I see, then I don't do you any good, because I feel like this Death card is also saying, yes, your hand was forced. There was pain, all of that, right? All of that. But is it now time to move beyond that? Because there can be this energy of being stuck in it, right? Even if this knight is someone new, it's new energies coming in, it's still met with that same type of wall. And I'm not saying that's right or wrong. I'm just saying be aware, right? Be aware. Because the Death card asks for an ending, right? An ending too. So it may say, it can talk about like, sometimes we get lost in the emotions, our own emotions, and we get stuck there. And the Death card says, be aware of that, right? Be aware of that and end it. Right? Close certain doors. Even if this is someone who's coming back. Listen, if they come back in the same type of energy and you're in the same type of energy, I can guarantee you the same thing's going to happen. Right? However, if both of us have, or let's just say you, have been working on your energy, taking the mask off, taking the blindfold off, moving forward even though it's difficult, seeing these signs that's being presented to you, because they are, right? You're moving right into that period. And what a good time to be moving into that period when it's Aries energy. And I still have 2 cards in my hand. What do I have? Well, I have a commitment card. Some call this the marriage card. This is the energy of making a true commitment. And it is attached to the 8 of Pentacles. So I want to say, it's interesting because normally I'd say it's about making a commitment to another. 2 people wanting to commit to each other. And I feel like potentially that's what's going to happen. I mean, it's like we have it all in place, right? But I left off intentionally. I said this is the card of commitment. And I noticed that I didn't say of another, because I had this feeling it's first and foremost about making a commitment to yourself. So then I flipped this over. Okay, commitment to themselves. Why? And we have the 8 of Pentacles. So this is telling you where you put your focus at. And it makes complete sense being in, again, Aries going into March or into Taurus type energy. That, listen, when we're moving into a new season like that, there's certain things that the universe is saying you can do. You can be proactive, right? You can plant new seeds, and you will, reap the rewards if you give them the time that they need anyway. So I also felt like this is a commitment to yourself. The 8 of Pentacles just says, you put the work in and you move into the 9 of Pentacles, which is success. Some of you, this is about creating your own pentacles. This is about your craft. Whatever it is, this is about building something solid. It tells you, be willing to go into the energy as an apprentice, but seek the light of it, and you will eventually become the master of it. You know what I mean? And that's kind of cool because you're learning how to master different parts of yourself, which I feel like is exactly what we need to do. So, there it is. Okay, we have the Queen of Wands on the bottom of the deck. So, probably you, Sagittarius, kind of be another. Also Aries and Leo. She's our Queen of Action. These cards feel very thick. Interesting. There's probably going to be some extras of something. So, I've been shuffling them. I think that's just enough. We're going to go ahead and cut them. Again, this is called the Light Seers Tarot. 78 cards by Chris Ann. Okay, let's see. Let's really get into this now. Let's look at we have the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords. That's weird. I don't know. It's almost like she's buried herself a grave. She's put herself in her own grave. So, here's the wall that's being met, anyway, by this knight, by this, it can be epiphany, right? Mother Mary's saying there's blessings coming your way, but you got to be in the present moment, right? But again, here's the wall. It's very clear. Here it is. Here's what this intensity, this passion, this epiphany is met with. The Eight of Swords, self-created energy, has a reason, understandably. It's how we think we protect ourselves, but we're not protecting ourselves here. We're stopping ourselves from living. Now, because of that energy, you then have the Two of Swords. So you see how that affects like these walls of armor. Even if I think I have them down, you know, if I'm still reflecting on the pain of something and I'm feeling it like it just happened, I'm not through the healing process. And sometimes the only way to get through it is to move through it. So Eight of Swords is just like, you know, I just added another sword to my collection. So it's self-created. The only one who can uncreate it is you. It's almost like it doesn't matter. It's funny because, you know, the one knight that you think could break it down would be the Knight of Wands. And that's because this Knight of Wands has a lot of momentum. But yet he's met with the same intensity, just the other way. Okay, let's keep going. We have the Knight of Wands. Interesting. So we have the Knight of Wands. She doesn't look anything like a knight, first of all. She actually looks like she's having a good old time. We have the Two of Pentacles. We have Justice, Carta Libra. And then we have the Empress. Interesting. Definitely going to have to, you know, it's interesting because I'm seeing them for the first time. And I'm just allowing them to take me wherever they want to take me. Doesn't even matter what their sign is. But, you know, it's interesting because I feel like this Knight of Wands now, this person is you, was you, the old you. And I'm feeling just a really, I almost want to say a hip vibe. But let's just put it another way. I feel just as someone living freely, enjoying freely. Now, that doesn't mean I can't be with someone, but I'm living freely. You're not anymore, right? That's not what's going on anymore. Now you're living in the Eight of Swords, almost the opposite energy of that. I know it's not everyone. I know some of you have moved beyond that. But still, we have to know where we've been to understand where we're going, right? And there's what I want to say. There's stopping points along the path where at any moment you can reflect. How's it feel? Do I feel like I'm doing what it is I wanted to be doing? Eight of Swords is I'm taking on other people's belief systems. So I got to ask my question. Am I living within my own belief system? Am I chasing my own dreams? It's okay to back other people's dreams, but not at the expense of you never having one. I feel like some of you may have lost a baby, and I want to say you may question whether to have another, or you may be even stopping that energy. I feel like when you're ready, you should, because I feel like you will have another. And, it's a little soulmate. So, same thing, like, allowing, past energy is affecting my present day energy. So anyways, then we come up with this Two of Pentacles coming over this Knight of Swords. And Knight of Swords feels like communication coming in one form or another. This Knight of Swords is traveling through the Three of Swords. So, also had to come through that pain. But nonetheless, the soulmate energy is below all that. And justice, right? Justice is about making you whole again. The Empress coming over that Three of Swords. Listen, if anyone's going to learn about life, and, she may say to herself, I got to start understanding where this pain is coming from, where this energy where I'm not giving to myself. I'm not bringing my epiphanies to life. I feel like it's just time. I feel like it's time. Anyway, I feel like the Two of Pentacles is going to put you, again, in the question mode. So it's like I have two different ways to look at this, right? If I'm in the Eight of Swords energy, my reaction to this communication coming in is going to be from the Two of Swords. Again, blindfold on. It'll probably put me in probably defensive type energy, I would think. However, if, let's say this is someone coming back and the energy has been cleared, this gives you a different way of looking at it through the Two of Pentacles. What's it saying? It's saying that you yourself are centered. And when you yourself are centered, it doesn't matter what comes into you. If it's bad, it'll fade away, right? It can't live within your energy force. If it's good, it will stick around. You know what I mean? Two of Pentacles is making a decision, usually coming from the energies, hey, I'm starting to like this part of me that's creating. And, if I accept a romance, let's say, back in, how will this affect me? Is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? So I'm looking at it at a much more rational type energy. But she's next to this Knight of Wands, so I feel like, in a way, this is the energy of more going with the flow. It's interesting we have the Empress twice. So I have to say, again, I feel like for those of you who may have lost a baby, you know, and I'm saying lost, they're not lost. I feel like, you know, maybe you weren't able to carry it to term. Maybe you lost it in the first trimester. I don't know, but I feel like here you are down here, potentially going full term. And interesting, the death card's beside that too. So don't even, you know, don't. It can even be a recreated soul. I don't. Is that the right word? Anyway, I just want to put that out there. Okay, let's keep going. Let's get a little more clarity here. Some of you may have lost your mother. And, you know, again, I say lost. It feels like you lost them, right? And that may in some way have even affected your pentacles. I don't know, maybe you were there living with him and then for some reason I feel like then you have to move. I don't know if you have to, but I kind of feel you do. I feel like, you know, I feel like your mom doesn't want you to fret over them. And I feel like that's a particular word, fret. Because I feel like they're helping to guide you here. You know how I was talking about soulmates coming in, some for seconds? You know, I don't know why, but like I picture someone's mother saying, I want to just go down there for just a second, just to bump her, to do something to nudge you in a certain direction, in a certain store, something like that. Maybe you meet someone in that store. So, and I feel like she's granted that wish. So, I would love to hear about that when it happens, because I feel definitely that that's going to happen. You know, it's interesting, with Five of Pentacles here, right? This is where, first of all, we feel like, you know, chances are we were in the Ten of Pentacles, right? And boom, half of it was taken away. Boom, gone, right? Just like that sometimes, boom. But ultimately, I want you to look at where you end up. So it's even better than the Ten of Pentacles. Just like I felt like earlier, you know, with blessings, you know, we have to be careful that we are only looking for something in exactly this way. Divine says, be open to how something comes in, even like a soulmate energy. Sometimes you got to give those friends a chance. I don't know. I just feel like I had to say that. But nonetheless, I mean, I feel like whatever happened here, I have the opportunity to end up in an energy that, you know, feels like better than before. You know, in this Two of Pentacles energy, I hear this communication come in and I'm making a decision. So chances are they're asking you out or something like that. Asking you back, something like that. I have to sway, you know, I'm looking at the sway of her skirt and it's swaying towards the future. So I feel like ultimately, we have the King of Swords. He clearly came in reverse, so I am going to leave him in reverse. We'll read him in all ways. But this is Can potentially be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I can tell you, I feel like what it is this is you wondering if you can trust someone. I feel like the King of Swords in reverse, it's like, you know, the words that I used before were probably lies. Right? My communication with you. You know, I wouldn't say it was very unskilled. Now, maybe that's someone's mother's opinion, like, in here, like, you know, his communication or her communication was very unskilled. So this is someone that we're not sure if we can trust. I mean, they hurt you before, no doubt. There's 3 swords in your heart. You know, this doesn't mean that this is where they're at right now. This is what you're thinking, right? This is what you think. So let's see. We have, well, look at this, the 10 of Cups. So we have the 10 of Cups coming right over that 5 of Pentacles. You know, like right there, right there, it shows us why sometimes we have to move even through the pain, because from the 5 of Pentacles, right, that Tower, like my hand was forced, all that. Yet still I have to make decisions out of that, where ultimately it's heading you towards. So, you know, this could be someone who wants to be in the 10 of Cups with you. I just feel like you're not believing it. Interesting, I have a card. Flipped over. Look at this, the Ace of Wands coming over this King of Pentacles. Interesting. It's almost like she's using her third eye, right? Her third eye is illuminated. I feel like this could even be like telepathic type communication. You know, some of you could feel that someone is coming towards you who feels like of a very steady type nature. This is a big picture type of person, right? I see the big picture. Interesting, because then we have the energy of the soulmates right next to that. Wow, okay. We have the Hangman coming over the 2 of Cups. Well, why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we, right? And maybe we need to. Because, again, let's go back for a second. At the 8 of Swords energy, right? So something is coming towards you, no doubt. Something of inspiration, of passion, of desire, of epiphanies, of ideas. It's coming towards you, but it's being met with a wall. Now, maybe you don't know that, but this is giving you illumination over that, because through that energy, you're making decisions about your future. Now, think about that. You're making decisions, you're planting seeds from that energy of fear, the opposite energy of where I feel you should be. I feel like this second Knight of Wands is you. It just feels like you. This is that fun-loving, inspirational person who takes a chance, right? Doesn't mean I'm unknowledgeable, I'm stupid. You know, you're a lot wiser than what you were. You know what you now know. So if it rears its ugly head again, you can see it and you can just eliminate it, type of thing. So 2 of Pentacles puts me more in the energy of, hey, is this what I want in my life? Will it enhance my life? Right? Will it enhance my life? Is it something I should invest my time in? You know, with the Empress here. And listen, if this is about taking it slow, no doubt, do it. Take it slow. Because you have the Hangman here. The Hangman is looking... What's the Hangman really looking for? He's looking for an awakening, right? It's like, answer my questions. Answer my deep questions. Answer my questions about my soulmate. All of that, right? Being asked that. Where is my soulmate? When will it come? And the Empress would say, well, the first thing you got to learn, my dear, is patience. Because we don't want things the way they were. We want things the way they can be, right? From a much higher energy. So we have to, first of all, listen, if you're giving birth, you're going to take care of you too, right? Because I'm responsible for another. And you're not going to be like, oh, I don't like my stomach at 4 months. I'm going to have my baby early, right? No, because we know it takes a full development. This can talk about someone else's energy, but it also can talk about your energy. So anyways, the Hangman's seeking the wisdom. I feel like whoever's in the Hangman's energy, they're very close to having that awakening. We have, dang it, the Nine of Swords. Dang it. The Nine of Swords tells me that perhaps right now, at this moment, if I'm the one that's wearing the blindfold, and communication comes in, and it's from someone, for some reason, I feel like I can't trust. I have to tell you, I feel like at this moment, it moves you in a negative way, because I feel like it takes you from that 8, right, now back, and I feel like I'm going back into the Nine of Swords. I'm going back into an energy where I seem to spend all my time worrying. Can I trust this person? Whether they're doing anything wrong or not, it still puts you in that mindset. The Nine of Swords talks about unnecessary worry, right? It acknowledges the swords that you do have within you, the Three of Swords, right? It acknowledges that. But it's saying from that energy, from that energy of those 3 swords, maybe because I'm not pulling them out, all these other swords are created. And first of all, it's energy that's beyond our control. And if it's beyond our control, Divine will always say, let go of it, right? Let go of it. So, in a way, I feel like if something comes in too soon, before you have the awareness of the 2 swords and the 8 of swords, I don't feel like, I do feel like, it's going to, I don't know. I almost feel like the Tower will come back in. How could it not? How could it not? I'm not laying this on you. All I'm trying to do is to show you the energy. They probably deserve all of this. But in this type of energy, the only person you hurt is you. We have the 3 of Cups coming over the Death card. Wow. We have, look at this, the 9 of Pentacles. And then we have the 8 of Pentacles. And somewhere down here, I don't know where, but I find it interesting, we have the 4 of Swords, and it was kind of like laying there, almost like taking its nap, hibernating, right? 4 Swords is about that. It's the hibernation. It's taking that moment. It's seeking healing. It literally has a heart. It's like she's in the bird's nest, and I feel like it's a sense of comfort. But, I mean, and it's laying here over potentially the atmosphere that you can be in. First of all, can I just say this? I feel like, if I go up here and I'm at the 2 of Pentacles, and let's say I don't have this fearful energy, but what I do have is the energy of you yourself creating, right? You're creating. You have the 9 of Pentacles coming over the Empress. My God, That's like the most beautiful energy to create from. You have what I can see. I don't even know what card it is, but with the Ace of Wands. Well, it looks like you are receiving epiphanies towards what you're creating. Um, I feel like it's almost like allowing yourself to heal as you moving to this area of your life. So the Eight of Pentacles, again, what I focus on, right? What am I going to focus on? I'm going to focus on building that Palace of Pentacles. The Palace of Pentacles can contain a whole household, right? But the goal is to really, in a way, do what you love, but also build yourself a strong foundation. Maybe over here you didn't have it so much because maybe here I was taking on other people's belief systems and what they would say to me and their limiting words, right? And then I took it on like it was my own. I forgot who I was. I have to tell you, some of you are having like what I feel is a rebirth. And love or not, this is about you. This is a rebirth of you. And I feel like this is a time when you can move. I feel really like you're carefree. And you're accepting these blessings as they come to you. And I feel like in this energy, when you accept them, you're truly, it's not that you're turning something away. You may be planting it for a later date. I'm not quite ready for that, right? I haven't done all I want to do now. Now I feel inspired to work on my craft. Here's ultimately the healing. And the healing is really, it feels like it's over everything. The Death card is saying put an end to the Three of Cups. So we have to look back at that Three of Cups because that's the energy that, we were feeling. So I feel like if this is someone returning, first of all, this is about you. Number one, this is about you creating. This is about finding your carefree self again because that is where you feel alive, right? This is where you're going to birth your ideas and life feels right again. Life feels good again. And then I'm just telling you, love does seem to want to come in the door. You can, you can say yes or you can say no to it. And I feel like some of you, I feel like if you stay in this energy, will you say no to it? I don't know if you'll say no to it, but I do feel you'll repeat the same mistakes. Here, I feel like if I say yes to it, I'm coming in a completely different type of energy, right? I'm me again. I'm back. I'm back. And I'm not just back, but I'm building. I'm busy. I'm creating. And it's an important element of yourself. So then it is a different way of accepting or dismissing something, right? Will you expand my world or will you limit the path that I'm on, right? There's no need to find someone to limit it. This is about, it just feels like a really true natural flow. We have the Four of Wands over here and we have the Eight of Pentacles. That tells you, first of all, this is talking about love. Can two people truly commit to each other? Well, first of all, both have to be willing. Both, it's like we have to be face to face, right? We have to be eye to eye. And if we are, this is two people who truly want to commit to each other, right? But it's saying, even in that energy, it still takes work. It still takes work. Are you willing to put the work in? If you're not, then this may be the time just to not do it, right? But I don't know. I just feel like, listen, I can put my attention over here, and I can put my attention over here, and I am going with the flow of this energy. There's really, it feels like I need to let you understand the beauty in this reading, even though there's some underlying heaviness, right? But I want you to see beyond that. Eight of Swords, self-created. If you uncreate it, and maybe you got to take it step by step by step. And as you do that, as you take step by step, I'm telling you, the momentum will get behind you. And I don't know. Here's the Nine of Pentacles. Success. Here's the Knight. Above that. Here's the Palace of Pentacles. You truly have it all. Truly have it all. But listen, doesn't fall in your lap. It's saying with the Eight of Pentacles here, the Eight of Pentacles here, you put your focus in it. You put your time in it. And these will grow in your life. And you can truly have what it is you want, right? Be the Empress. Give things the time that they need, right? We have this Four of Swords over here, and truly I feel like someone is nesting. And maybe we should just let them nest a little bit longer. It's almost like they will come out of the nest soon. But when they do, listen, what did they gain? They gained a lot of wisdom because they come out over the Empress's energy. Maybe not just wisdom, but it's like as I was laying there, praying, asking for healing, and then I quieted my mind. Man, all of a sudden, I kept thinking of these different ideas. Like, oh, I should do that. Like, oh, if I did that, and then my mind just wandered, and then I felt bad. Don't feel bad. It's like your prayers are being answered, and it's showing you, right? Follow it. Follow it. See it in your mind's eye. That's what she's doing. She's seeing in her mind's eye. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to leave it there, but I want to read blessings from Mother Mary. I'm trying to think, what am I going to title this reading so you can understand it? It's hard to come up with a title where I feel like I can contain the whole reading within a certain amount of words. But I feel like this is an important reading. I feel like some of you will totally get it right away. And I feel like you'll follow it. I just do. And I know some are over here, over in the sword energy. But this is awareness. And I feel like once you know something, you know it. I can still deny it, but now that I know it, it keeps growing with me. Like, you know it. No, I don't. No, I don't. You can pretend you don't know it, but your gut starts burning, right? Like, why am I getting stomach aches? Because you're denying something. Why am I tired all the time? Because you're denying something to yourself. Now, there's a medical reason, but can our energy manifest as disease? I feel like absolutely. Anyway, I don't know why I went down that road. Blessings. You received this card as a reminder of the power of gratitude. Perhaps you've been feeling sorry for yourself lately, or feeling as if God has forgotten about you. Mother Mary reminds you that your prayers are answered in many different ways, and blessings you already have. Sometimes shifting your focus from what's wrong to what's right can make you notice new blessings that have previously been overlooked. This is a card of optimism, asking you to purposefully and consciously focus upon everything and everyone that you're grateful for. You can make a mental or written list daily, ideally, to train your mind to notice all the gifts you already have. By doing so, you're more likely to notice the new ones coming your way. This card also signals that new blessings are entering your life as an answered prayer. Beautiful. And remember, it comes in the way it's meant to come in. But an answered prayer. And I feel like that's what this person nesting is just waiting for. I love you guys. I truly love you. And, you know, I'm just hoping everyone moves into this type of energy over here of what I was feeling within the Knight of Wands, the strong Empress energy. 10 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles. But it's more about than love. It's about you and your stability and your creations, your purpose. It's following the epiphanies, following your ideas, see where they take you, right? Put your focus on them. You want love, focus on it, right? Be willing to put the work in. You want success within your career? No problem. Here's the Eight of Pentacles again, right? Put your focus on it. And I feel like, you know, if you want both, be able to handle both, split both, right? Allow yourself to be this fearless, fun-freeing person, but at the same time, you're building this house of abundance. So, maybe that's what I'll name it, the House of Abundance. I love you guys. I just want to say I am grateful for all of you. No doubt. I'm grateful for everything you do. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Just keeping my channel alive. You know, who would have thought, right? A girl from a little town. Her opinion would mean anything. And many times I don't even feel like it's my opinion. I feel like it's higher energy and I'm just channeling it for you. And sometimes it's my experiences. But I have to tell you, the stories always come to the surface. So, anyway, I love you guys. I will see you soon. I'll see you in the readings. Bye-bye.